Latika? Don't even think about it. I told my mom, don't come in my room because she has a tendency of barging in. Can't have that. So anyways, my name is Latika, and today I'm going to talk about stank energy and how it's all over us. It surrounds us. It sometimes is within us, and this is how you could detect it from a mile away. You can sense it. You can pick up on certain things that just screams stank energy. So just to give you a little rundown, I used to work at Marshall's, and I worked there for about 3 years, and it was really humbling. It was a humbling experience because I had graduated from college, community college, and I had my associates in fine arts. But, you know, it was really hard looking for a job, and I really didn't, at the time, I really couldn't think outside of the box to, you know, put myself out there and put my art out there. So I just kind of like said, let me work retail, but it was part-time. Anyways, that's irrelevant. But there was this one girl who I actually knew from church when I used to go, like when I was a kid. And I recognized her, and like one day I was just like talking to her, and you know, she's like, oh yeah, like you should, since you're bilingual, you know, you should apply to the Wells Fargo, da 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 da. And I was like, oh cool, like yeah, let me see. And then the next time I saw her, completely different. Her demeanor was completely different. I was like, So she, you know, was rude, and she was like just giving stank vibes, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like, and that's the thing. That's how you know somebody is just stank, when it's got nothing to do with you but everything to do with them. So yeah, like that wasn't the first time or the last. That wasn't the first or last time that she acted like that. Up until like the very end that I worked there, she would come in, literally have the nastiest attitude towards me, and I'm like, for what? And I would give her attitude back. I'm like, you want to play that game? I could play it too, ma'am. Like, you're not about to do me in this raggedy ass Marshalls. Like, no. So what I learned from this experience is that you can't let others' demeanor, attitude, thoughts influence you so much, because that stank energy is a leech. It grabs onto you. It is just terrible because it doesn't allow you to grow and live freely. Like, it's stank energy. Like, we can't have that. So excuse me, let me drink some water. I can't ruin my makeup. So that brings me to my next point. If this is just strangers that are stank, can you imagine friends? These get friends. Yeah, that's a whole other ballpark, because you'll know when a person that you deem a friend is not really a friend. You pick up on it slowly. Like, in the beginning, maybe you're like, oh, you know, they're just joking around. Oh, you know, you're making excuses for them. But it's like, no. These bitches are, like, dusty, and they don't care. They don't have any regard for you. And they might seem like they care, but they're really just nosy. And the sooner you know how to weed these people out, the better. Because why are you going to waste your time with friends that aren't even friends? Like, you can't You can't rely on them. Like, if your car breaks down, you can't call them. They're not going to show up. Like, these are not your friends. And you spend so much unnecessary money and spend so much time. You invest so much time and money into them when they wouldn't do the same for you. Like, it's ridiculous. And at this point, I've had so many friendships fall out because of that. And I'm just like, you know what? Let me fall back, because this is not for me. It was never for me. So, yeah. And I'll give you an example. There was a friend recently. She's like, oh, we should get a gym membership, da da da. And I was like, we tried this like 3 years ago, and you ended up saying like, oh, I have a gym at home, you know, I changed my mind. After I went out of my way, after your suggestion, not mine, your suggestion, and I called the gym and I inquired about all the details, and then you hit me with the, oh, change my mind, ta-da-da. I have a gym at home. Like, I don't know why I stayed friends with her for so long, but you know what? That was old Latika. New Latika can't have that. And that's just on period. So, just little things like that. Oh, and also, I made the mistake of sharing my dreams with her and my goals and my plans. Don't do that. I learned that the hard way. Only for her to shut me down. Like, and she's not the first person to do this. And that's why, like I said, I learned my lesson the hard way. And I'm just like, yo, people really claim to be your friends, but the minute you are excited about something, the minute you got something going for you, they got some negative shit to say. Like, can't have that. Like, ew. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And this trickles into family too. Like, child, my whole family, not my whole family, but the majority of them, fake as hell. Fake as hell. And they'll only reappear. They'll pop in when, you know, things are popping, and when, you know, if something happens in the family, like just whatever, like, they're just there for the tea. You know, they're not there because they care about your well-being. They're not there because they genuinely want to be there for you. They just want to see all the action. Like, I do this a lot, but you know, when like you're in the neighborhood and you're at home and a police car drives by, and you know, you hear the wailing of the sirens or whatever, and you're just peeking through the blinds, like, that's them. And the situation that's going on outside is you and your life. I can't explain it better, but that's how it is. Like, they'll only want to peek through the blinds, you know, of your life, but they don't really want to like be there for you. They don't want to see how you're doing. You know, they don't want to applaud you. They don't want to praise you. They don't want to, you know, uplift you. They don't want none of that, because they're comfortable with seeing you suffer. They're comfortable with seeing you struggle. And that's sad, but that's the way it is. So basically, you know, you get the gist that the majority of people that may come across your life are extremely self-interested, narcissistic, toxic as hell, and they have no regard for your well-being. So why are you going to waste your precious time that you could be investing into yourself, pouring into your cup, on freaking dusty ass people? No. So this also trickles down into relationships. I keep saying trickles down. I know, like, don't do it. But relationships or dating, like, it's the same thing. You're gonna meet like negative Nancy's, pessimistic Pauline's. Like, you're gonna meet these people everywhere. It be the own people that try to holler at you too. So the video got cut off, but the show must go on. Not these 2 water bottles looking like little titties. Yeah, so as I was saying, you really just gotta use your discernment and weed out, remove any inkling of toxic friendship, relationship, even a family member in your life. You know, you don't have to cut them off right away, but you can slowly distance yourself from them and do what's best for you, because honestly, there's no point in sticking things out with someone, you know, thinking that they're going to change when you know damn well they're not. So just focus on you and the stank energy. You'll smell that shit real quick. And the 3 main things that you can notice from any type of relationship that is just not serving you: it's draining. You feel drained after talking to this person. You feel like there's no reciprocity. You feel like you give and they take, and you just feel devalued. Like, they have no, like, they just don't respect you as a person. They're not empathetic towards you. They're not as compassionate as you are to them. And that's a really big red flag. Like, when you're there for them but they're not there for you. So also, read between the lines. Emotional intelligence is really important to have, and once you read between the lines, like anywhere, like it doesn't just have to be like around friends. It could be, you know, with your supervisor at work. It could be just with anybody, a stranger at the grocery store. Like, you just got to be careful. I'm not saying be paranoid 24/7, but you know, you just got to read between the lines, pick up on, you know, just observe and take note, and just be like, you know what, I saw that. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and I'm gonna keep it moving. That's what you gotta do. And stank energy, like I said before, it's everywhere, but it's your job to just minimize it as much as you can, to simply just eliminate it from your life as much as you can. Like, you know, and I know this video was more geared towards like stank energy and like different types of people in your life, but if you guys are interested and you want me to do a video on stank energy that you may have inside, like, I could elaborate more on that, but just let me know what other types of videos you'd like to see. I really like talking about topics like this because I'm very passionate about it, and this was really fun because I stay talking like this, like a parrot, and nobody listens to me. I mean, I'm doing it right now, but the difference is I recorded it. Usually 9 times out of 10, I don't record like myself going on these tangents, but I wrote the shit down and I talked about it. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and this is the end of Latitax. Yes. Bye. Enjoy your day.
El barrio le puso 24